Okay, class, we're starting section 3.5, the point-slope form of the equation of a line. It says point-slope form of the equation of a line. The point-slope form of the equation of a non-vertical line with slope m that passes through the point x1, y1 is y minus y sub 1 is equal to the slope, which is m, times the parenthesis x minus x sub 1. Point-slope form can be used to obtain another useful form of a line's equation. Objective 1. Use point-slope form to write equations of a line. Write the equation of the line with a slope of 3 that passes through the point -4 or 5. So now we want to use the slope-intercept form, which we know is y equals mx plus b. And then we want to use the point-slope form, which is y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. Now we go through and substitute. We're told that our slope is 3, so we know that means that m is equal to 3. So we substitute. Y is 5, the m is 3, x is -4, and we don't know what b is. So we will have 5 is equal to -12 plus b. Now we add 12 on both sides, and we have 17 is equal to b. So our final answer would be y is equal to m is 3, 3x plus b is 17. So that is the slope-intercept form. Now we go to the point-slope form. We will have y minus y sub 1 is 5 is equal to the slope, which is 3, times x minus x sub 1 is -4. So this will give us y minus 5 is equal to 3 times the parenthesis x plus 4. Now, this is actually the completed point-slope form, but typically in most problems they want you to convert point-slope form to slope-intercept form. So let's do that. We will have y minus 5 is equal to 3 times x, which is 3x, plus 3 times 4, which is 12. Now we will add 5 on both sides, and we will have y is equal to 3x plus 17. And you see both of these will end up equaling the same thing. Now we go to example 2. It says write the equation of the line with slope 2/5 that passes through -3, 4. Now we could use either formula. I like using the slope-intercept form. So that is what, well actually since we're in the process of doing the point-slope form, let's do that. Since this section is dedicated to that. So we will substitute. We will have y minus y sub 1 is 4 is equal to the slope, which is 2/5, times x minus x sub 1, which is -3. Now we will have y minus 4 is equal to 2/5 times x plus 3. Now we want to get y by itself, so we'll have y minus 4 is equal to 2/5 x plus, this will end up being 6/5. Because remember, this is 2/5 times really 3/1. 2 times 3 is 6, and then 5 times 1 will give you 5. So now we have to add 4 on both sides. So we will have y is equal to 2/5 x. Now we're going to go off to the side with this 6/5 plus 4. Now we can make this 4/1. The common denominator of 5 and 1 is 5. So we will leave the 6/5 the same. Our denominator would be 5 here. Now, in order for us to get a denominator of 5, we have to multiply the numerator and denominator by 5. So that would give us 20/5. 6/5 plus 20/5 is 26/5. So this would be plus 26/5. And that is the final answer. Now we go here to example 3. Now example 3 states, write the equation of the line that passes through the points 2, 3, and 4, 7. Now what's different about example 3 as opposed to example 2 is we don't have a slope. So the first thing we need to find is our slope. So we would take m is equal to, now our slope formula we know is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Now we'll substitute. Y sub 2 is 7 minus y sub 1 is 3 all over x sub 2 is 4 minus x sub 1 is 2. So 7 minus 3 is 4 and 4 minus 2 is 2. So our slope here is 2. So we have a slope of 2, and we could pick either ordered pair. I'm going to pick the second one. Okay, now they want us to write the equation of the line. Now since we are in the point slope formula section, let's do that. We have y minus y sub 1 is equal to the slope times x minus x sub 1. So we have y minus y sub 1 is 7 is equal to the slope, which is 2, times x minus x sub 1 is 4. So we have y minus 7 is equal to 2 times x minus 4. Now we know we want to get y by itself. So we have y minus 7 is equal to 2 times x, which is 2x. 2 times a minus 4 is minus 8. Now we're going to take that and put it here so we can finish off this problem. Now we will add 7 to both sides. And we have y is equal to 2x minus 1. And that is our final answer. Now we go here to example 4. Now example 4, it says write the equation of the line that passes through the points -5, -3, and 2, 1. So now we're going to find the slope again. So we will have m is equal to, I don't need to write the formula again. I wrote the formula earlier. So we'll do y sub 2, which is 1, minus y sub 1, which is -3. And then x sub 2, which is 2, minus x sub 1, which is -5. 1 minus a -3, we know is 1 plus 3, which is 4. And then 2 minus a -5 would be 2 plus 5, which is 7. So our slope here is 4/7. So we have a slope that's 4/7, and we also have an ordered pair. I'm going to pick the second one. Okay, now I've been using point slope form, but in class I was using slope intercept form. So on this problem here, I'm going to use the slope intercept form. Now we will use y equals mx plus b, and we will substitute. Y is 1. Our slope is 4/7, and our x is 2 plus b. Now we'll have 1 is equal to, now this is 4/7 really times 2 over 1. So that'll be 8/7 plus b. So let me pull this up here. So 1 equals 8/7 plus b. So we will subtract 8/7 on both sides. Now we know 8/7 is really 1 1/7. 1 minus 1 1/7 will leave us a -1/7. And these will simplify out and leave us b. So our final answer is y is equal to, our slope is 4/7 x minus 1/7. That is our final answer. Now we're going to do example 5. It says here, the average time Americans spend watching television has increased approximately linearly from 30.9 hours per week in 2002 to 31.7 hours per week in 2004. Let A be the average time in hours per week Americans spend watching television in the year that is T years since 2000. So first thing, it says write the given information as a set of ordered pairs. Okay, now we will have 2 ordered pairs. Now remember, this is T years since 2000. So what we would do is this here. We typically always do our years first and then the television watching second. So in 2002, that's 2 years from 2000. So we will have 2 for x here, and then it's 30.9 hours. So we'll write 30.9. So then our next ordered pair from 2000, we had 2004, so that'll be 4. And then the TV watching is 31.7. So what does that mean is basically, just like the directions state here, in 2002, 30.9 hours of television was watched. And then in 2004, 31.7 hours of television was watched. Okay, now it says find an equation of a linear model to describe the data. So what we could do first here, we need to find the slope. So what I want to do, because of lack of space, I am going to use this area here to find the slope. Now the slope is equal to, we have y sub 2, which is 31.7, minus y sub 1, which is 30.9, all over x sub 2, which is 4, minus x sub 1, which is 2. 31.7 minus 30.9 is 0.8. 4 minus 2 is 2. 0.8 divided by 2 is 0.4. So that is our slope. Now, it tells us here, now our slope is 0.4, and we need one of these ordered pairs here. I want to choose the first one. We have 2, 30.9. Now, we go through here, and we can use the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, and we can go through and substitute. But remember, we're using a and t now, so it'll be basically y will be replaced with a, and then m will stay m, and x will be replaced with t. Okay, now we substitute. Now, a is our y, so it'll be 30.9, is equal to, our slope is 0.4, and our t is 2, because that represents x, plus b. So now we have 30.9 is equal to 0.8 plus b. Now we will subtract 0.8 on both sides, and we will have 30.1 is equal to b. So our equation is a is equal to, our m is 0.4, t plus 30.1. That is our equation. Okay, now we take a look at C. It says, what is the slope of the model? We know the slope was 0.4. It says, what does it mean? The rate of change per year is 0.4. Now we look at D. What is the A-intercept of the model? The A-intercept is 30.1. What does it mean? In 2000, there was 30.1 hours of television watched. Now we come to the last problem here. It says, actually I need to scroll back up to the data set here. It has here that example 6, the chart shows the number of fatalities in the United States involving distracted driving from 2004 through 2008. It says, A, plot the data as ordered pairs on the grid below, then draw a line that comes close to the data points. Okay, now, what I did was this here. Since we started from 2004 to 2008, I made 2004 0, 2005 1, 2006 2, 2007 3, and 2008 4. To me, that makes it a little easier because we know we're starting with 2004. So what I did here, I plotted all of the points right here. And what I have to do is do a line that best fits here. So from here, it'll be about here. I did not have a straight edge. So this is about the direction of the line here. Okay, so now it says here, find the equation of the linear model, y equals mx plus b. Now, the first thing we need to do, we pick 2 points. I picked the first and the second point. You know, this is 2004, this is 2005. And then what I did was I found the slope. Now, after we did our subtraction, the slope is a negative 407. So our answer here is y equals negative 407x plus 4,978. And finally, C, it says use the model from Part B to project the number of fatalities in the United States in 2014 involving distracted driving. After we set up this problem and substituted in 10, we came with 900.